When I look back on this broken road, all the times I thought I walked alone, but your mercy was all over my life. And when I think about all the coincidence, there was nothing that was left to chance, but your grace was all over my life. Oh, I see it now, the work of your hands. Yeah, I see it now, the footprints in the sand. You were there when my bones were fashioning the womb. You were there when I cried out in the birthing room. You were there, and God, you were always there. You were there in my failures, my troubles, my pride, in every heartbreak, in every lie. You were there, God, you were always there. All those strangers who came along my path, spoke a word, touched my hurt, gave a helping hand. All those angels you sent into my life. Oh, I see it now, your love is breaking through. Oh, I see it now, everything holds to you. Every morning and evening and night, every season and every mile. God, you were always there. In the places when I chose to hide, in the darkest corners of my life. God, you were always there. And you saw the depths of my soul, still love me, and you saw wherever I go, still call me. I'm not afraid where this road might take me, 'cause I know the one who never fails me. When I finally called on your name to wipe away the tears and the shame, God, you were always there. In the valleys and the mountains so high, in every moment of my life.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world.
Wanderer, are you tired of your journey? Are you tired of your burden? Come lay down. Hello, pretty girl, so far and so alone. It's time to come back home and lay down. There is no fear in the presence of his love. It's always been enough, come lay it down. There is no shame, stand against his grace. He knows all your ways, so lay it down. Lay it down at the cross, lay it down and his arms are spread wide. Lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Yes, there you can abide. There is no toy to bring you back again, to make up for what you did, so lay it down. His yoke is easy and his burden light. Life made whole with Jesus by your side, and lay it down. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost for the sake of Jesus. His arms are spread wide. Lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt, for his love is greater than you know. Cast your worries and your fears to he who wipes away the tears, for his love is greater than you know. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt, for his love is greater than you know. Cast your worries and your fears to he who wipes away the tears, for his love is greater than you know. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost for the sake of Jesus. His arms are spread wide. And lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. They can abide. Lay it down at the cross. Lay it down and count it lost for the sake of Jesus. His arms are spread wide. Lay it down and count it down. Lay it down so you can run to the arms of Jesus. There you can abide. Cast your burdens to the Lord, all your shame and all your hurt, for his love is greater than you know. Cast your worries and your fears to he who wipes away the tears, for his love is greater than you know.
His name is Jory Jewett. That is called Lay It Down. There's a great video to that you can check out on Jory Jewett's YouTube channel. Awesome video, awesome song, and you were there kicking us off tonight. And we've got one more from Jory Jewett coming up in just a moment. Welcome to a triple play Thursday edition of the Tim Kelly Show from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. I've got 3 hours of the best in new country music coming straight ahead. Everybody on the program gets 3 songs in a row played tonight. That's how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. And I've got a couple of great radio interviews in the program as well. A replay in hour number 1 of a previous interview that I did with my good friend Gary West. And then Isabella Hartline will join me in hour number 2. It will be our second radio interview. You'll love their stories behind the songs and the 3 songs that we will play for them tonight as well. I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of the stations that replay this program. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com from Belgium, down to roadradio.com from Ireland, Bourbon Trail Radio, Top Shelf Radio Texas, Radio 94.3 in Sweden, 957 hotandfunkyradio.com, KWradio.com, Boone Country Radio in Canada, TexasBrewRadio.com in Texas, NBRNonline.com in Nashville, and we are also now on 89.9 KIC KIC.com. That is Montreal, Canada, and the Music Room in the UK. You can also stream The Tim Kelly Show on all the major streaming outlets like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast. Wherever you stream your music, just Google search The Tim Kelly Show. One more song from Jory Jewett to complete his triple play. It is called I'm on My Way on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
I thought I knew more than you. Thought I could do this on my own, but time did prove that I was wrong, that you were right. Now I'm cold and all alone here tonight. I built my castle in the sand, built my kingdom to the sky with my two hands, just to watch it fall, watch it fade away. For my pride, I guess this is the price you pay. Then I realized that all I was looking for was right back where I started at your door. So I'm on my way down the road less traveled on. I'm on my way, making my way back home. And I came to my senses, tore down these walls. There's no place like home, they always say. So I'm on my way. What will I say? What will I do when I'm finally standing right in front of you? With all my shame, the one to blame. How could I lift my head and look you in the face? Then I remember all the times you said to me that there's no distance that your love cannot reach. So I'm on my way down the road less traveled on. I'm on my way, making my way back home. And I came to my senses, tore down these walls. There's no place like home, they always say. So I'm on my way. If home is where the heart is, it's where the lost are found. It's where the dead come alive, here in my Father's house. And home is where I'm going, and home is where I'll stay. Not holding on, not looking back, I won't wait another day. I'm on my way, I'm on my way, I'm on my way, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm on my way. listening to the Tim Kelly Show
From Branson, Missouri,
on KICR,
Indie Country Radio,
your summertime station,
for new country's best,
your summertime station,
for new country's best.
Tim Kelly Show,
Branson, Missouri,
KICR,
Indie Country Radio,
your summertime station,
yeah, your summertime station,
for new country's best.
yeah, your summertime station,
For new country's best.
pulled up deep in the woods where the pine trees lean. Tailgates down and we're setting the scene. Speakers blasting, cooler packed, mud on the tires and we ain't looking back. Yeah, hands in the air when the beat drops loud. We turn it up when the sun goes down. We raise it up like Friday night. Boots in the dirt and the fire's burning bright. Sing it loud, don't care who sees. It's back road parties where we feel free. Shake the ground, let the good times hit. If you ain't sweating, you ain't lived it yet. Bonfire crackling in the tailgate shade. Somebody jumped in the creek by mistake. Uncle Maddie's dancing with a boot in hand, and someone turned the dog bowl into a beer can. Yeah, hands in the air when the beat drops loud. We turn it up when the sun goes down. We raise it up like Friday night. Boots in the dirt and the fire's burning bright. Sing it loud, don't care who sees. It's back road parties where we feel free. Shake the ground, let the good times hit. If you ain't sweating, you ain't lived it yet. Yeah. One more round, one more song. Ain't going home till the fire's gone. Boots in the dust and the night's still young. We broke 3 chairs and the vibe's still strong. We raise it up like Friday night. Boots in the dirt and the fire's burning bright. Sing it loud, don't care who sees. It's back road parties where we feel free. Shake the ground, let the good times hit. If you ain't sweating, you ain't lived it yet. Uncle Maddie's still going, I'll bet. This old Bible's worn, pages thin. Coffee's gone cold, nights rolling in. 4 walls listen when I bow my head. Feels like I'm talking, just silence instead. The seeds don't sprout in a day. God works slow in his own way. I've been down on my knees with nothing but time, praying your voice would cross over mine. It's a long, quiet wait, but I still believe your answer is coming. It just ain't for me to see. Rain don't rush, but it feeds the ground. A river runs steady without a sound. I'll hold on through the midnight hours, 'cause faith grows roots when the storm clouds tower. So I'll trust when the thunder won't speak. Heaven's delay don't mean I
Her name is Allie Ray. It is A-L-Y, capital R-H-A-E, all one word, Allie Ray. Go check her out. She's fantastic. What a voice that young lady has. And that is called Ain't For Me To See. Before that, Back Road Party, one of my favorite all-time songs of hers. We love the Back Road Party, especially on a Friday night, but we're doing it tonight on a Triple Play Thursday edition of the show. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hey, you can check me out on YouTube at KICR Indie Country Radio over there. There's a 30-minute movie playing right behind me of all the cool stuff to do in Branson, Missouri when you come and visit the live show capital of the world. And I'm also hanging out on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. Come and say hello to me and tell me where you're listening from. Love to chat with you over here as well. And I'm also on Facebook Live right now as well. Hello to all those folks listening. I appreciate each and every one of you. After one more song, my first radio interview of the evening is going to take place. Mr. Gary West is going to join us on the program, and you're going to love his songs and the story behind them as well. The third song to complete the triple play for Allie Ray is her brand new single out to radio. I'm Gonna Husband You Up on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
First time he stayed a little longer and didn't leave like they all do. Said goodnight but kept on talking like he didn't want to. It was small, I almost missed it, but I felt it when I did. Got me thinking without thinking, like this might be something big. I'ma husband you up, I can see that white picket fence. You and me, yeah, it just makes sense. I can see me wearing your t-shirt, hear your heartbeat while I'm laying on your chest. You might not know it yet though, everything's kind of feeling like home. I'ma husband you up, I'ma husband you up, I'ma husband you up. He don't even try to be smooth, still he gets me every time. Saying things a little sideways, like he don't know what he's like. I be acting like I don't notice, but I notice everything. The way he pulls me a little closer, boy, you don't know what that means. I'ma husband you up, I can see that white picket fence. You and me, yeah, it just makes sense. I can see me wearing your t-shirt, hear your heartbeat while I'm laying on your chest. You might not know it yet though, everything's kind of feeling like home. I'ma husband you up, I'ma husband you up, I'ma husband you up. You be acting like it's nothing, don't you feel it too? I be trying not to say it, but I want to. We can keep it how it is, but we know where this is going. I'ma husband you up, I can see that white picket fence. You and me, yeah, it just makes sense. I can see me wearing your t-shirt, hear your heartbeat while I'm laying on your chest. You might not know it yet though, everything's kind of feeling like home. I'ma husband you up, I'ma husband you up, I'ma husband you up.
This hour of The Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Mission Road. Click their logo on the Sponsors tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and visit their website at missionroadmusic.com.
Tim Kelly Show, Triple Play Thursday, 3 in a row from your favorites all day. Indie Country Hearts on your radio, 3 songs each, all show long on the Tim Kelly Show.
3 songs each. All show long. That's Triple Play Thursday on the Tim Kelly Show.
KICR Indie Country Radio, the #1 indie country radio station in the world, according to Google.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. It is Triple Play Thursday, and that means every artist on the program gets 3 songs in a row played tonight. You get to hear the story behind these next 3 songs with my good friend Gary West. How are you tonight, my friend?
Doing great, buddy. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Good to have you on the program. It's been a hot minute. We have done interviews in the past, but I'm sure glad to have you back on. Always a pleasure to have you.
Definitely, it's good to talk to you for a minute.
Yeah, you too. You have a great history in the world of country music. You grew up around the Grand Ole Opry, and back in the day, we might say, you played with the legendary Little Jimmy Dickens. So we want to hear your story of country music.
Well, boy, it's get a cup of coffee or a beer or something because it's a long one. But yeah, very fortunate, you know. And well, I don't know what it was a while ago you said that kind of triggered thought for me, but makes me realize just how young I was when I came to Nashville. So I was 23 when I moved to Nashville in 1989, I guess it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I moved there and I was going to all these like back then they had a lot of vocal contests. Every little bar had these vocal contests, and they were they're not so much jams back then. There was a lot of these little contests, and you could win $75 or $100, $150, maybe $200 here and there. And so I would go to all these little contests just to kind of meet people, you know. And I did meet a lot of people later that became, you know, that were lifetime friends, and it was just a really neat opportunity. But I went to this one particular contest, and Del Reeves was going to be one of the judges, and I was super excited about that because my history with Del Reeves goes back to when, I mean, I was very young. I started playing drums like 4 years old, and I think when I was like, I can remember probably 10 years old, I was in my bedroom with my drums, and I remember going to Kmart and getting the old, you know, colored floodlights, and I kind of fixed it up like a stage, and I played to Del Reeves live at the Palomino Club in Las Vegas, and I played that thing, man, I must have played that thing 1,000 times if I played it once.
Wow.
And I would always just kind of like dream like I was getting to play with him, and I was always very much a realist as a little kid. I would like to pretend, but I would never play with a truck that was one size and then a truck that was big. You know what I mean? They had to be all the same size or whatever. So I always kind of dreamed that it's like, okay, well, Del Reeves' drummer didn't show up or he was sick or something. And I'm like, hey, I can play it, you know? And they was, all right, we'll give you a chance, kid, kind of deal. And I used to try to play that show through perfectly. That was my goal. Every time I played that album was to try to play that entire album through perfectly.
Right.
And so it's crazy that later on that, you know, my band actually backed him up one time. I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 years before that in Cookeville, Tennessee, and I did get to meet him and play with him, and that was kind of fun. And I played drums with him that night, which was just it was a huge thing for me. And so then I went to the vocal contest, and he wasn't there. His daughter Carrie was there, who ran his production company, and she's actually the one that got Billy Ray Cyrus's record deal and stuff. And so anyway, I'd give her my card, and I said, hey, you know, I would really like to open up some phone shows for your dad. And she took my card, and I said, you know, I really don't want to tell anybody I play drums because they call it the curse of the sideman in Nashville. And she's like, okay. And so I got a call from her about a week later, and she's like, you know, Dad's out in California, and he's going to need a drummer when he gets back. He's going to let his drummer go. And she said he does about 65 road dates, and he plays the Grand Ole Opry. And she goes, I know that you've been putting bands together, and I also know that you know the type of drummer that my dad needs, because that Del Reeves stuff is really a fast right hand, and there's a lot of drummers that can't play it. And I said, well, is the gig open to me? She said, well, yeah, but she said, you said that you didn't want to tell anybody you play drums. I said, yeah, but it's the Grand Ole Opry, and it's Del Reeves. I said, I would love to do that, you know? She said, as far as I'm concerned, you got the job. She said, I do have to audition you. I'll drop a tape by, and then a week later I'll come by and audition you, and kind of Reader's Digest version. She did that, and it was a boom box. It mounted of a cassette player in a boom box, and I played about 15 or 20 seconds of each song, and she goes, you got this stuff. I said, I'm telling you, I know this stuff like the back of my hand, you know, So that's the first time I played the Grand Ole Opry was with him, and I played with him for about a year. But he wanted to go to. He started playing these shows in Gatlinburg, and wanted me to go to Gatlinburg for like the whole summer. And I just moved to Nashville. My marriage was kind of on the rocks anyway. It wasn't doing really well. And I'm thinking, and Carrie's like, well, why don't we get in a condo together? And I'm thinking, yeah, that'd go over like a lead balloon, So, so I decided to stay in Nashville. And so when he came back, I played a couple times with him, but he's like, Gary, he said, this guy's been playing with me. He said, I feel obligated to, to let him continue to keep playing with me, on the Opry. I said, I understand. Yeah. So that kind of went away, but we always remained friends. Then I got the job with Little Jimmy Dickens, and I played with him for about 6 years, and then still became good friends with Carrie, his daughter, and eventually signed an agreement with them. They were managing me and trying to get me a record deal and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that history goes way back. And then I quit playing drums with Little Jimmy Dickens. We're working on my record deal, and then I went back to Little Jimmy Dickens. And then I played with the Drifting Cowboys with Don Helms and Jerry Rivers, who backed up Chet Williams. So. Yep. A lot of history there, probably 15 years, I guess. I played on
and
the
a bunch of others. I'm looking at you backed up Johnny Paycheck, Charlie Pride, Lulu Roman, Porter Wagner, Hank Thompson, and many more, it says. That's good stuff.
Yeah, we got a lot of great opportunities also with Little Jimmy Dickens, doing package shows and backing up a lot of different artists. So, yeah, a little quick funny story. Jimmy Dickens was sick, and we were supposed to be playing down in Florida, and Hank Thompson took the gig, and so we flew down to back him up, and it was for a birthday party for some really, really rich guy. We were in Boca Raton, Florida. It was at a yacht club, and so we were supposed to play like some dinner type music with no vocals. So we're like goofing around, playing this, playing little things or whatever. We only had to play for like a half hour. So the guy comes up and he says, okay, well, we got a very special treat, addressing this guy's birthday. Got a very special treat for you tonight. He said, Little Jimmy Dickens was supposed to be here for you, but he's sick. But he said, right now we want to bring to the stage. He said, sir, he said, you're not going to believe this. He said, ladies and gentlemen, Hank Williams. I thought I was gonna fall off the stool, and Hank Thompson comes there and goes, well, thank you very much. That's a very nice introduction, but I'm Hank Thompson, not Hank Williams. Yeah, that real funny. Deep voice,
Right.
Pretty funny little deal there.
That is a funny story. Now, I want to ask you too, at what point did you start singing? Because you got a great voice, and you're not a Johnny Cash impersonator, but you have been on the road a bunch with a show called For the Love of Cash. And I'll just tell you right now, if you look up Gary West music, and especially on YouTube, and you look up Ring of Fire, and you start listening to that, turn your head away from the video because you don't want to see Gary West singing, but turn your head away, close your eyes or something. You'll swear it's Johnny Cash, even though you're not an impersonator. It's that good.
Well, I appreciate it. And so, yeah, I don't like impersonators. I don't. And I always tell people on my show, I said, folks, there was only one Johnny Cash, and I've loved Johnny Cash as long as I've been listening to music. And I guess when you ask me how I started singing, it's kind of a weird thing. I put together this little band. We were in 7th grade. We put together this band, and we didn't have a singer. So I was playing drums, and so I said, well, I'll just sing the parts till we find somebody. And we never found anybody. And I was a drummer singer in that band that stayed together for 13 years. And long after we got out of school, and that's how I met Tommy Cash, and that same band backed up Tommy Cash on a 30-day tour. And while I'm telling you that, I might as well tell you this little tidbit of story. So my real name is Gerald. It's like Gerald, only it's pronounced Gerald, Gerald. My last name is Boger, Boger.
Right.
And So we were on a 30-day tour with Tommy Cash, and after the first night, Tommy comes up on the bus. He says, Gerald, if you're going to be in show business, you're going to have to change your name. I can't say Gerald Boger. And he would try to enunciate my last name. It was just funny to hear him say it. So the next night, he introduced me as Gary West, and for the rest of the tour, he introduced me as Gary West on drums. So later on that next year, I moved to Nashville, and somebody was in a crowded, I think it was at Gabe's, and got up and sang. Guy said, hey, I really liked your singing. What's your name? And I said, I thought for a second, I said, Gary West. Oh, nice to meet you. And it went very quickly because Gerald Boger turns into like a 30-minute conversation.
Right. Right.
So, that's kind of how I got this, it's kind of how I started singing. It's
kind of the same for me. When I got into radio in McAllister, Oklahoma, was my first gig back in 1999 at an FM station, and everybody had a radio name, and they asked me what I want mine to be, and I've heard my name mispronounced a bunch of different ways. So I thought, what do you think about Tim Kelly? And they're like, hey, we like that. Let's run with that. So I've been that on and off the air for the last almost 27 years now.
Wow, and what a small world when you mentioned McAllister, Oklahoma. So we used to have a guy that managed us out of McAllister, Oklahoma, and that was our home base for quite some time. Wow. That Holiday Inn there was actually my residence. I got mail there,
Wow.
And we worked out of McAllister and played a lot, down in Texas and all over Oklahoma. I love McAllister, and I love that area down there. I don't know if you remember the Dewdrop Inn. I never played the Dewdrop Inn,
I've
but
heard of it.
We used to go to the Dewdrop Inn after we got off, and we'd go down there and party and have a big old large time when we were youngsters.
Yeah, the radio station's right there. It used to be Gene Stipe Boulevard. He was a state senator, and now it's called Electric Avenue, and they got 3 big towers right there, and it's in the same building. And then we had a big tower on the hill. It was a 100,000-watt station, went out to 22 counties, and it was pretty cool hearing yourself on the radio driving home, and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
We pre-recorded some cuts, and so, yeah, it's still pretty cool hearing yourself on the radio tonight, isn't it? And you're going to get 3 songs of yours played. And,
it's always a thrill.
It is. And you've got another love. You love stock car racing, and the guys that you are working with to build a car now and put it together, I just saw a post about that the other day. They're like your brothers, man, and you have really developed a neat relationship, and you've got a racing tab on your website, too, for everybody to check out. We'll talk about it in a little bit, but where did that love come from?
Gosh, so I was born and raised in Indiana, rural Indiana area, 30 miles east of Indianapolis. So, Indiana is a huge racing area. Of course, at home in the Indianapolis 500, and stock car racing is huge there. Go-kart racing is huge there. So we went to races all the time. My dad took me to my first NASCAR race when I was 10 years old. I think that was in 1976 when I went to the first one, and it's one of the most famous Daytona 500s in history. Excuse me. And it's where Richard Petty and David Pearson they show this every year. During the Daytona 500, they reflect back to it, and we were right there coming out of turn 4 where Richard Petty ran David Pearson into the wall, and I told my wife, and I think she looks at me like I'm crazy, but I said it was the most exciting thing I had ever seen in my entire life. I said I can remember standing up with my hands in the air. Everybody was standing up. I had my hands in the air, and I'm yelling as loud as I can, and you can't hear your voice. It was just, it was so dynamic. It was so loud. It was so exciting, and like I said, we went to races every weekend. So that's really kind of where that passion and that love came from, and I always wanted to race, and my parents knew I was crazy about it. I was really into motorcycles when I was very young, and I had mini bikes, motorcycles, go-karts, and I wanted to race, and they really did everything they could to steer me away from racing, and really supported my music, and that's how I kind of really ended up in music. My other love was racing, and I wanted to be an actor and or stuntman.
There you go.
And so they really, really pushed me away from racing, as far as, having a career at it. And so, kind of an interesting thing about that, this new song that I got coming out, my dad he was raised in an orphan's home. We lived in Charlottesville, Indiana. He had a Shell station and a car lot, and he wanted to trade his car lot for a sprint car team out of Indianapolis. And my mom was very upset about it, was not going to hear of it. And so my dad never did race. And my mom just wouldn't hear of me racing, and she was very, very much against it. But you got to understand too, in the 60s, late 60s, I think they were reaching speeds that had never been obtained before.
Right.
And the safety was just not there. The safety was very is nothing like it is today.
Well, even as far as 2001, we lost Dale Earnhardt at the Daytona 500. So it's even a lot safer in the last 25 years, and that's hard to believe. It's already been 25 years since we lost Dale Earnhardt too.
Yeah, and in sprint cars, I mean, when you look at, I had a thing posted on my Facebook of, I think it was 1965, something like that. These guys in sprint cars on dirt, it was insane, man, how fast they were going. And they've governed the cars down, or restrictor plates now to slow the cars down. They're not as fast as they used to be in NASCAR.
Yeah.
So so anyway, I just kind of moving forward a little bit. I raced go-karts when I was about 30 years old, and my dad did not want me on a go-kart, and sure enough, I flipped in a road course and severed my collarbone in 2 places. I broke 3 ribs, had a concussion, and I was playing with the Drifting Cowboys then, and Jet Williams was like, no more go-kart racing if you're going to stay with us. Yeah. So then I got a Champ car, and she said, I thought I said no more go-kart racing. I said, it's not a go-kart, it's a Champ car. so I said, I'm strapped in, I'll be okay. So I raced that for a year, and I got my trailer stolen, had everything in it. So I thought, well, maybe God's just telling me I don't need to be racing,
Yeah.
So I didn't race for many years, and my son, he later came along, and we raced quarter midgets with him, helped him. And then, after COVID happened, right after we come out with Jackson, I literally sat around for 2 years and didn't do anything. And so I started racing legend cars. I don't know if you remember in Nashville, Brooks and Dunn were really big into legend cars, and they had the celebrity races and the Mark Colley celebrity race, and that's all that stuff. So I raced legend cars for 2 years in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and then I got a sportsman car. They're kind of like when people say, well, what's a sportsman car? They're more comparable to like an old NASCAR. Older NASCAR is what they look like, and are pretty much like. So I've been racing those, and then there's a track here pretty close to me, about less than an hour away. Elko Speedway is a legendary speedway. It's the last asphalt speedway in Minnesota. And so last year was my first full year at Elko Speedway, and this will be my second year there. This will be my last year. So last year we raced and had a really bad crash, and I had a lower ball joint to break, and I hit the wall, and it also took out my brake line. So I had no brakes, I had no steering, hit the wall, almost head on. It was a lot of people say this was like a Dale Earnhardt crash. It was the same kind of angle.
Right.
So I broke my foot, had a fractured femur, fractured right hip, bruised lung, a severe concussion. It was a really, really hard crash.
You told me you didn't even remember a lot of that when you walked away from it.
Yeah, I didn't. I actually went through vestibular concussion therapy for about 2.5 months.
Wow.
I'm still having a little bit of memory problems, but everything else is intact. But I have a little bit of memory problems, but it'll heal in time.
Right.
But we're building a new car now. Actually, not building it. We built the other car. It was a brand new car. That was a shame that we totaled it, but we got another car, and we're gonna race one more year. Last year was gonna be my last year, and I talked my wife into letting me race one more year. So I don't want to go out like that. I don't want to go out on a crash.
I saw it the other day. It looks like it's ready for decals and ready to go.
Yep, they were lettering it last night, and they're going to finish it tonight. It's super exciting.
Awesome.
I told the ladies that were lettering it, I said it's a lot like recording. Watching it come to life.
Yep.
From almost from a thought to writing the song to, you know, putting bass and drums and acoustic on it. And, you know, it's kind of like the race car where we put a brand new body on it and then, you know, kind of watching it come to life. It's pretty exciting for a racer anyway.
Well, you betcha. And you call it humming right along, right down the road probably too, because that's what they do, man. They're pretty loud. But I was going to tell you, my only experience at a NASCAR race, and I think NASCAR goes hand in hand with country music too, by the way. I love that.
For sure.
But my only experience in NASCAR was when I lived in Oklahoma, and my father-in-law got a couple of tickets to go to a NASCAR race at Texas Motor Speedway. And we sat right down there on turn one, and we watched the guy that blew his engine. I mean, it exploded, and it was just crazy smoke everywhere and everything, a loud boom. And Greg Biffle was the one that won that race, and we just recently lost him and his family in a horrific plane crash. So that's the only NASCAR race I've ever been to, and Greg Biffle won it.
Wow, that was a terrible loss, man. I didn't know him or anything, but you know, he did a lot of nice things for folks.
He sure did. He sure did. He was a pilot, and he did helicopter and, you know, rescued a lot of folks in flooding and all kinds of different things. So he had a great heart as well. And you guys do too. You indie artists that I interview, you know, you're the real deal. I've known that about you for a long, long time. You're willing to help anybody, and you do a lot of cool stuff too away from music. So that is awesome. This first song we're going to talk about, Just One Time, it has the story of maybe just one time you would like to have your dad sitting right next beside you in that race car.
Yeah, so, you know, it's kind of what I was maybe kind of leading up to. My dad had cancer later on in his life. He was 67 years old, and he came to Nashville, and we watched a race together on his birthday. And, you know, the Nashville Speedway there at the fairgrounds is really kind of the Grand Ole Opry of stock car racing. I mean, Dale Earnhardt and Darrell Waltrip, Cuckoo Marlin, all those legendary drivers cut their teeth there, you know. And we were in between races, kind of standing up, how you do, you know. And my dad looked over at me, and his eyes were watering. He said, "Son, I wish I could have done that just one time." I said, "I know, Dad. You would have been great." And my dad was the only person I could ever ride with and fall asleep. I can't ride with anybody. It just gives me anxiety. I got to drive.
Right.
So anyway, you know, I never forgot that, and it resonated with me, and it really hurt me. And I thought, man, I cannot let this happen to me. You know, he knew that he would never be able to strap in a car. He knew if they said, "Hey, come on down right this moment," his health would not allow him to do that. And he knew he missed that. And I thought, gosh, you know, what a terrible thing to live this life and just not do something that you wanted to do and you loved. What a missed opportunity, you know. And so I didn't want that to happen to me. And so anyway, like I said, I started racing these cars, and that's really kind of where that song came from, Just One Time. And it's kind of interesting. The day I had the wreck, I haven't told anybody this on the interview, but I really had a premonition that day about a wreck, and I just kept thinking about it, and I thought, man, I got to stop thinking about this. Why am I thinking about this? You know, and I thought, you're just paranoid, you know, and you got to quit thinking about it. Well, we had an autograph session down on the main straightaway where we had all the cars out there, and the fans come down and meet the drivers, and we give out candy, and I give out flags and stuff. And toward the end of it, I walked over to the passenger side of my car, and I took my permanent marker, and I wrote on the roof of my car, I put Cliff Boger, that's my dad, and I said, "Strap in, Dad," in quotation marks, because that's when you hear the song, it's what it says is, "Strap in, Dad, here we go." Right. You know, and it's kind of like my dad is riding with me, and you know, it's kind of funny because I always talk to him before I go out. I'm like, "All right, Dad, here we go." You know, it's just something I do. And so anyway, I think when you hear the song, it kind of makes it all makes sense a little bit more. You know, it's
What
kind of
a-
a neat little backstory.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. What a great story to this great song. Well, it's called Just One Time. We're going to play it one time, but we're going to put it out on 13 radio stations around the world for you tonight. How's that sound?
Well, I'm so grateful. Thank you, guys.
You are welcome. Gary West, this is Just One Time. We'll come back and talk to him some more on The Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Daddy was raised in an orphan's home. He was there from 5 till he left on his own. He was fixing cars at the end of World War II. But racing cars is what Daddy really wanted to do. Mama told Daddy, if you buy that car, me and the kids will be gone by tomorrow. So I better not see a race car in that drive. She said, I love you and I just want you alive. He said, I wish I could have done that just one time. To hit the gas and hear that engine whine. To go into a turn, man, to smell that rubber burn. But I'll never get the chance to strap inside. Daddy never chased his dream, but Daytona every spring. He and I never missed a race. But in the grandstands, he would look at me and say, son, I wish I could have done that just one time. To hit the gas and hear that engine climb. Smell that rubber burn, but I'll never get the chance to strap inside. Now I'm getting old, and time has took its toll, and I'm older now than Daddy was back then. But I'm living a dream for me and for him, and each time before I race, I say a silent prayer. I pray to God, but I can feel Daddy right there. Strap in, Dad. Here we go. Now, checkered flags wave at the finish line. I'm wide open. Can you hear that engine climb? Coming into the turn, man, can you smell that rubber burn? And I know that you're right here by my side. Well, you say, let's go one more time. Dad, I hit the gas, you can feel that engine climb. We're coming out of the turn, can you smell that rubber burn? Ourselves a time. Wish you could have done this just one time. Man, I wish you could have done this just one time, Dad.
His name is Gary West. That is a great song and a great story behind it. It is called Just One Time, and I'm sure you won't mind if I play that many, many more times after tonight's interview. I'll do that for you for sure.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet. Man, what a great song. And, you know, really a personal song, too. And I love that about you guys that write this stuff and tell the stories, because you're putting your heart and your soul out there, and great stories about your dad. You know, a lot of this stuff might make you tear up, and you might have to put everything down, pen and paper, and finish it all later. I've heard that, too, and many times on this program. And so I love when you can put these things out there to help other people, you know, and really it makes an impact. Music does so many things like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny you say that. I have have a lot of racing buddies. I mean, some of these guys are racing legends that follow my music and come to my shows. And one of the guys that won the local, the regional NASCAR championship. He's won 3, I think it is, named Brent Kane. And he asked me to. He was at one of my live shows, my solo shows, you know, and he's like, "Man, will you do that song for me?" And I'm like, "I'll do it," you know, and I did it. And I got done and came off there on break, and he's like, "Dang it, dude, you make me cry every time. That song makes me cry, man." And there's like 3 or 4 other guys that told me that these guys are manly men, you know what I'm saying? He's
right.
like, "The song makes me cry, man." They said my story's not the same, but I relate with it and I understand it. And they're like, "The song makes me cry," you know. So
yeah,
it's kind of neat that I don't necessarily want to make them cry, but I'm thrilled that it touches a spot in their heart, you know, because
right.
I felt like when I wrote this song, I didn't think it was something that I would record and release. I kind of wrote it for me, and you know, I think sometimes you have a hard time ascertaining what is good and what is commercial or whatever, and I don't think it's really that commercial for sure, and I just think it's an okay song. I think it means something to me, you know, but I am kind of finding that there's a niche of racers and other people that you know, that somehow relate something that they experienced in their life, and they somehow relate it to it, even though it's not the same story,
right,
you know.
Right.
So
you know,
that's kind of neat.
We watch a lot of NBC's The Voice, American Idol, America's Got Talent. I've interviewed a lot of those folks on this program, and if that song that they're singing, even though it's a cover song, does not evoke the emotion and move that judge, they're not going to turn their chair. So that's what a song is supposed to do. That's what they're looking for or listening for, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. I stopped watching those shows a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't watch them much, and I don't listen to a lot of, you know, like commercial country radio. I listen to podcasts and stations like yours, internet stations, and
well, I tell you what, I'm still blown away by it, because I'm like, this young person is 16 or they're 14 or whatever, and my wife goes, "Look, the hair on my arm standing up, they are so good," you know. And so that's what I'm amazed at, is that untapped talent that is still out there, that these talent competitions and this program are just scratching the surface of what's out there.
Oh, there's so many talented people. We used to go to this church in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and there's so many great players there and so many great singers that people really have no aspiration of being a star at all. They're just bank tellers or whatever it might be, you know, and
Right.
Some of the most amazing singers I have ever heard in my life.
Well, and you know it from your time in Nashville, and it's still that way. The person waiting at your table can probably sing better than the people that are in these gigs down there on Broadway and stuff too.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Pretty Close to Nothing is the title of the next song. Let's talk about it. And then your remake with the great Leona Williams of Jackson. We'll play that too. Special song. I love it.
So, this was a song that my buddy J.D. Myers came up with. He said, "You should record this song." And it's been around for a while. And I always thought it was kind of a neat song. Kind of has a little rockabilly feel to it. And just something I kind of liked. And I thought about naming the album after that. And I thought, no, I don't think that's a good marketing. I don't think that's a good marketing line. So I backed off of that. But it's kind of a neat song. And this album has been very slow being developed. I got songs down. I call it down there in the can in the studio. And we have been racing and playing. I think we have, oh my gosh, I'll have to count them up. I don't know how many races we got this year, but this is my last year of racing. I'm racing at 2 speedways, and so we're pretty much racing every weekend. And I'm playing a lot of Wednesdays, a lot of Thursdays. I'm playing a lot of Sundays, and I'm playing some Fridays. I try not to play the day before I race, because I try to be rested, because race day starts early in the morning and we don't get home till about 2:00 in the morning. And you know, once summertime hits here and it's hot, boy, the heat just takes it out of you.
Oh, yeah.
And oftentimes at Elko Speedway, we actually run double features. So we run 2 races that night. So you're there from you know, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you'll run 3 practice sessions, and race 2 races. And man, it absolutely takes all the energy I can muster up. You know, the heat just
Right.
sucks all the life out of you. So yeah, I try not to, I'm usually okay on Sunday. I'd rather be a little tired on Sunday and play music than be a little tired in a race car, you know?
Right. You know, I originally thought this song was about how much money you make in internet radio owning the station. Pretty close to nothing.
Right. Must be about racing too.
Yeah, absolutely. And then your version of Jackson with the great Leona Williams, who was married to Merle Haggard at one time. She has played here in Branson a bunch. We love that lady. And she's still going strong in her 80s, and she sounds great on stage still to this day. So you guys absolutely nailed this song. And I've got the original Johnny and June version playing on my classic country station that plays 24/7 if you want to check that out as well. So Gary West, what a fun interview. Where can folks find you on social media if they want to check out more?
Best place is to go to my website is GaryWestMusic.com. Make sure you put the music on there. You'll end up like a meat company or something. But Gary West Music, and then you can go to the store tab. You can listen to music. You can download music. There's also a video tab there. There's music videos and a racing tab. You can find out where I'm racing. There's a tour tab there. It also has my racing listed and places that I'm playing. So, yep, that's the best place. Of course, you can always find me anywhere like Apple, Spotify, all those usual locations. So.
Okay. Well, it's great to meet you here tonight. Thank you for doing this, and I appreciate the time. And we'll see you on the radio, and maybe we'll see you on the racetrack here real soon, too.
Man, I'm so grateful for you and what you do for independent artists like us. Thank you so very much, and keep hitting it for us. Thank you, buddy.
You're very welcome. Pretty close to nothing in Jackson. Coming up with Gary West on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Well, I'm tired of this pouring rain dripping down my window pane. Think I'll pack my bags and head out west. I'm thinking I might find some fun underneath that desert sun. I'll just kick back and do what I do best. That's pretty close to nothing. I'm good at getting by. Yeah, I ain't ever kept a job and I couldn't care less why. I'm rolling with the punches and there's been plenty thrown. Yeah, pretty close to nothing. It's pretty close to home. To get a laugh from me. Don't worry how I spend my time. Don't worry how I spend my dime. I'll just keep doing what comes naturally. That's pretty close to nothing. I'm good at getting by. Yeah, I ain't ever kept a job and I couldn't care less why. I'm rolling with the punches and there's been plenty thrown. Yeah, pretty close to nothing. It's pretty close to home. Yeah, you might tell me what to do, but buddy, I got news for you. I never met a rule that I couldn't bend. Sometimes I think it's all a joke. Yeah, bring it on, I go for broke. I know what I wind up with in the end. I'm good at getting by. I ain't ever kept a job and I couldn't care less why. I'm rolling with the punches and there's been plenty thrown. Yeah, pretty close to nothing. It's pretty close to home. Yeah, pretty close to nothing. It's pretty close to home.
Best in New Country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since since the fire went out. Well, I'm going to Jackson. I'm gonna mess around. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Look out, Jackson Town.
Well, go on down to Jackson. Go ahead and wreck your health. Go play your hand, you big talking man, and make a big fool of yourself. Yeah, go on to Jackson. Go comb your hair.
I'm on a snowball in Jackson.
We'll see if I care.
When I breeze into that city, people gonna stoop and bow. All them women gonna make me teach them what they don't know how. Well, I'm going to Jackson. You turn loose of my coat. Honey, I'm going to Jackson.
Goodbye, that's all she wrote. They'll laugh at you in Jackson, and I'll be dancing on a pony keg. They'll lead you round town like a scalded hound with your tail tucked between your legs. Yeah, go on to Jackson, you big talking man, and I'll be waiting in Jackson behind my J-Pan fan. We got married in a fever, hot as a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson ever since the fire went out.
I'm going to Jackson, and that's a fact. Yeah, I'm going to Jackson. Ain't ever coming back. We got married in a fever, hotter than a pepper sprout. We've been talking about Jackson.
His name is Gary West. Her name is Leona Williams. That is a great version of Jackson. And what a great interview with my good friend Gary West. Gary West Music is his website, GaryWestMusic.com, and all over social media. Like he told you, he's on every format. Absolutely love his music and the stories behind the songs too. We had a great time recording that interview. Now that was already in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives, so that tab is at the top of the homepage of my website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. There's a little search when you hit the archives. Just type in Gary West and that'll speed you right to the interview, and you can listen to it over and over again. Fantastic artist, and he makes fantastic music, and he's pretty good at that racing thing too. Thank you, Gary, for doing another great radio interview with me. I sure appreciate it. I have had this next artist in hour number 2, the first one I'm playing tonight, on my show a few times. He's my good buddy Ryan Bodine from Huntington Beach, California. We'll start this hour off with one of his latest singles. It is called Miss Missing You on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
It's been so long since I've seen your face. Can't remember your voice, them old pictures fade. Time heals all, that's what they say. Wish it weren't true so your memories can stay. Doesn't hurt like that much is true. I guess what I'm saying is I miss missing you. Pain's gone away after so many years. I've become numb, stop shedding tears. It's shocking to see what decades can do. I guess what I'm saying is I miss missing you. I miss them restless nights and hurt in the morning. that window. It's no longer storming. It's a little bit easier day by day as I feel your memories fading away. I feel your memories fading away. Out that same window where that storm used to rage is a star that shines bright, so I turn the page. It's shocking to see what decades can do. I guess what I'm saying is I miss missing you. I guess what I'm saying is I miss missing you.
Song number 2.
His daddy picked up some land, built every brick with his bare hands. I didn't know that could be done. Things were easy way back then, long before the turning winds, long before the clouds covered the sun. Out where the sun sets slow, 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. He took her back through that hometown. She vowed she'd never stick around. Them crickets ringing in her ears. 20 years how they flew by. The city girl within her died. No better time or place than here. Out where the sun sets slow, 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. I go back from time to time past that old ghost town sign. Sometimes I wonder why'd I go out where the sun sets low. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road. This little town, I swear, stop by if you dare. Further out in the middle of nowhere. Ooh. Out where the sun sets slow. 20 long miles outside of Ghost Town Road.
Once again, his name is Ryan Bodine. That is called Ghost Town Road. And before that, Missing You. He is from Huntington Beach, California. And he works with my good friends at Clarksville Creative Sound out of Clarksville, Tennessee. And Ryan and I have done a couple of great radio interviews. You can find both of those in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Just punch in Ryan Bodine, and those interviews will come up, and you'll get to hear the stories behind some of these songs songs we're playing tonight. The third song to complete his triple play is called Barstow to HB, which happened to stand for Huntington Beach as well. Ryan Bodine on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Not a care in the world, but a hope and some dreams in my little Ford truck, cruising down a 15, thinking this is where the life was at. And this beach city life's been good to me, but I can still appreciate the simple things. And I remember where my daddy hung his cowboy hat. I guess your mind don't let you throw away things like that. Like a tumbleweed blown into the sea. Barstow to HB. Barstow to HB. Down PCH, them waves explode, but I remember fishtailing down that old dirt road. And I know you can't turn back the hands of time. With all its glitz, glamour, fortune, and fame, I'd still miss the smell of the summer rain. And I can almost catch the scent as the memories spring to life. Like a tumbleweed blown into the sea. Barstow to HB. Barstow to HB. But when I went back home, that sand just didn't flow quite the same as it used to. And the smell of the desert rain just wasn't the same. And you think, did it change you? Maybe both are true. Like a tumbleweed blown into the sea. Same California sky, but the sun sets differently. Barstow to HB. Barstow to HB. Down here you can bump elbows with stars every night, but you can't see a single one shine in the sky. And I remember Haley passing me when I was 5. Naive youngster thinking I was the man. Well, here at the beach I'm just a grain in the sand. But now somehow I still found her. Like a tumbleweed blown into the sea. Same California sky, but the sun sets differently. Barstow to HB. Barstow to HB.
This hour of the Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Trisha Marie Music. Check out Trisha Marie Music on the sponsors tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and on TikTok at Trisha Marie 00.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Boy, there's something about you that just don't feel the same. All the ones that came before you can't hold a candle to your flame. You
like your great grandmama's recipes, or that Bible Papa gave to me. I want something that'll last like a 1980 Chevrolet. You don't gotta move too fast, we can go at our own pace. 'Cause once we're rush, if the two of us just trust what we have together, something that will last forever.
Song number 2.
Grew up in South Carolina, but I can be a Tennessee fan. Just a small town cowgirl phone for back home outlaw kind of man. Mama thinks that I'm good girl gone. I swear I ain't done nothing wrong. Those back road drives on a Friday night, just listen to the boys tell lies, lies, lies. Can't explain why singing with you always makes me smile. I'm chasing you, living the dream, driving back and forth to Tennessee, and I know you ain't thinking about me, but I know every word from A to F. I know me, one track mind in a two-tone truck, sing my songs and with some luck. Get my number and come calling. Hope you're listening, Mr. Warren. Been paying my dues every chance I get, from old bar stools to nights I'll never forget. Hearing everyone sing along to my hometown heartfelt songs, under a string of lights or a summer sky, taking it one thing at a time. Guess I'm doing alright, yeah, love this life. Every night when I close my eyes, I'm chasing you, living the dream, driving back and forth to Tennessee, and I know you ain't thinking about me, but I know every word from A to F. I know me, one track mind in a two-tone truck, sing my songs and grab some luck. Get my number and come calling. Hope you're listening, Mr. If you ever wanna share a seat, all you gotta do is look my way. I'm chasing you, living the dream, driving back and forth to Tennessee, and I know you ain't thinking about me. I know every word from A to F. I know me, one track mind in a two-tone truck, singing my songs and with some love. Get my number and come calling. Hope you're listening, Mr. Warren. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You'll get my number and come calling. Are you listening, Mr. Warren?
Her name is Ashlyn Green. That is called Mr. Wallen. And before that, another great tune. Her first one that she released called Lasts Forever. You can check out Ashlyn Green, and Green has an E on the end of it, all over social media. But particularly right now, she is hanging out with me live right now, and all of us over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. Come and meet Ashlyn Green. Tell her what you think of her music. It is fantastic, and she's getting some good feedback already. And she's got a brand new single out coming out the 24th in just a couple of weeks. You can pre-save it right now as well. And Was It Worth It? That's going to be the title of it, and I'll guarantee it'll be worth pre-saving for sure. Ashlyn Green. And by the way, we've done a couple of great radio interviews as well. If you go to the Tim Kelly Show interview archives at the top of the homepage of my website at KICR, just type in Ashlyn Green, and Green, of course, has an E on the end of it, and you'll be able to listen to a couple of radio interviews that we've done in the past. And we may be doing another one to talk about her brand new single. We'll see how that goes as well. The third single in the triple play tonight is her latest out to radio called More Time. We need more of that for sure. And then Isabella Hartline will be up next with a great radio interview, and it will be our second. Stay tuned.
Been 2 months since the breakup. Heart forever in it on a Tuesday. Day one of being done. Found out I could cry 6 hours straight. Day 3 got real ugly. Staring at my phone till my eyes turn red. By the weekend you got good. Leaving all my text unread. Now I've got more time with friends. Windows down on Friday night. More space to think. Maybe I was right. Drop the drama, done with the hang-ups. Only thing I chase now's the pressure from Starbucks. I'm hitting the gym, singing Sunday hymns. Yeah, I'm living on the flip side of goodbye. Turns out getting over you just needed more time. Few weeks in and my skin's cleared up. Can't believe how much you messed me up. Got my hair done shining brighter, matching the vibe. I'm moving lighter. Last night I sprayed my perfume on your whole cut-up hoodie. Left it on your porch with a note that read, "Thinks you'll wear this better than me." I ain't bitter, just better. Funny what you find when you give yourself more time with friends. Windows down on Friday night. More space to think. Maybe I was right. Drop the drama, done with the hang-ups. Only thing I chase now the pressure from Starbucks. I'm hitting the gym, singing Sunday hymns. Yeah, I'm living on the flip side of goodbye. Turns out getting over you just needed more time. Thought I needed closure. Turns out I just needed composure. And more laughs with friends, windows down and stars in view. More truth in the mirror. Turns out I outgrew you. I'm done with the drama. Done asking why. The only thing I miss is the peace I couldn't find. Now I'm strong in the gym, still singing them hymns. Smiling on the softer side of goodbye. Guess I didn't need you, just needed more time. More time. More time.
Turn up the dial. It's Tim Kelly. Stay a while. It's Triple Play Thursday on the Tim Kelly Show. 3 songs in a row from the folks you ought to know. Indie country hearts louder than the rodeo. Triple Play Thursday on the Tim Kelly Show.
KICR Indie Country Radio, the #1 indie country radio station in the world, according to Google.
You're listening to the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. It is Triple Play Thursday. Tonight, every artist on the program gets 3 songs in a row played. You get to hear the story behind these next 3 songs and a great interview with my good friend Isabella Hartline. How are you tonight?
Hey, I'm good, Tim. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for doing the program again. It's our second radio interview, and I've been looking forward to it because you're a busy young lady. You got lots to talk about tonight, I bet.
You know, I've just been doing what I can.
Yeah. Oh, you sound like you need a little rest. You've been so busy. you have.
The weekdays are my weekend.
Hey, there you go. Absolutely. Yeah, you were telling me before we got on here, you've been performing lately every weekend, but that's a good thing.
Yes, it is very great.
Yeah, you're staying really busy in the state of Georgia. I see you're going to Tennessee. You've been to Alabama. You've been all over the place, so that's good stuff. You're a talented young lady, and I was turned on to you by my good friend Nicole Zeller earlier from Brickshore Media, and she said it helped set up our first interview, but now this is our second interview, and you're are you still 18 years old?
Yes, I am.
Okay, all right. Well, how long you been singing? Because I know we did our interview probably a little over a year ago.
I've been singing, golly, I've been performing out live and stuff, like on a constant regular for about almost like 2 years now.
2
I would
years.
say. Almost 2 years. But I've been singing and stuff since I was, golly, like 8.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You know?
So you're a veteran then at that point.
Yeah, you could call me a
A seasoned veteran, right?
season.
Now, I know this happens with men. A lot of times the young men, about 17, 18 years old, their voice will start to change. That probably happens a little bit with females too, right?
Oh, heck yeah. Like, every time, oh my gosh, every time I listen to the first song I ever released, which it's called Love Still Here, oh my gosh, it's like I'm literally listening to a completely different person. I'm like, who is this?
Sound like me when I started doing my first radio shows 14 years ago. When you were like 4 years old, I started doing this program. So,
oh God.
I've said this many times. There's some little 8, 9-year-old right now that are doing what you're doing, honing their craft, and they want to be a country music star. And if they keep at it, and we both stay in this thing long enough, I'll end up having them on the program too.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's how it happens. Well, you're doing quite well, and I'll tell you what, you got 3 really good songs tonight that we're going to play for the folks. But now, being in the state of Georgia, you've got some great country music in that state, and you probably get to, experience some of that and playing in the gigs that you play. And we were talking off the air, a fellow that plays with you, his name's Zach Kinsey. You was telling me he's a pretty good artist in his own right, too.
Heck yeah. I've known Zach for many years. We met like at least 5 years ago, I think. And I've known him like, he's always been like super, very, very talented in any instrument that he plays. And he's a great like sound guy. He's like overall a really good like musician and artist. And like not to toot his horn for him, but he might have some music as well.
There you go.
Releasing soon of his own. But
sounds like he might be like a Brad Paisley or something that can rip it up on the guitar and hold a tune too.
Heck yeah.
That sounds good. Well, I'll tell you what, you can definitely do the same thing as far as holding a tune. And so you've been singing since you were 8 years old. What turned you on to country music when you were a young person? Was it somebody you listened to on the radio, some of them female artists that are doing great now in country music, or what?
Well, honestly, when I first started singing and stuff, like what really got me into singing was people like Ruth V, and like I listened to a lot of like Ariana Grande,
Okay.
all that like Kids Bop, all that good stuff,
I know, yeah.
But what really turned me to the country side of music was definitely Taylor Swift. Like her country era was literally everything. Like
yeah. Man, I've played a lot of her stuff too back in the day. Red and Back to December. I love those songs. And
that Back to December is my like all-time favorite. Oh my gosh.
Love story about Romeo and Juliet and all that good stuff, man. Oh
my gosh.
And now she's switched to pop, and she's just absolutely blowing it up. And of course, I'm still a fan because I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, and I love Travis Kelce, and they're getting married, and probably maybe, I don't know, before we do this interview live on July the 9th, that they will have already been married. I don't know. It's kind of still up in the air, but yeah, that's a really neat thing to see, and to see her wearing the Chief stuff and sitting in a booth at Arrowhead Stadium. That's pretty cool.
I know, after all of her sad love songs, like she's
Right.
like, yes, Taylor.
No more breakup songs, right?
No more breakups. Oh my gosh.
We hope.
We hope.
We hope this is the one.
Let's knock on wood. No, we can't.
Yep. And, I've said that about just life in general. We have such a short time to make a big impact, and she's still a young person and has made such a big impact. And all the record labels that turned her down when she was 14 are kicking themselves right now, aren't they?
Yeah, and it's like she's already made her impact, and she still just keeps continuing to make it, and that's what
Yep.
that's what I always love about Taylor.
Yep. Well, you're doing the same thing. Your songs are very impactful, and I love everything that you've ever sent. And our tagline here at the station is called New Country's Best. I can definitely say that behind your songs. You got some great stuff. And so tell us about making this great music and sitting down and writing songs and things like that, because that's a talent that, I'm just now learning, how to put a song together. It's a process, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a process, but mine's okay. So I can't really sit down and write a song, I can't, because it's like as soon as I sit down and like I plan to write the song, it's like my mind just goes blank and I just can't think of anything, and it's just terrible. So what I'll do is like I'll just be in my car or doing something, or like see something that reminds me of like, or gives me an idea of a line, and I'll just type it down in my notes real quick and save it for later. Then when I realize that I haven't written a song in a good minute,
Yeah.
I'll go onto my notes and look through them and kind of piece them together, sort of, and then that's when I can actually put make up lines that can go in the empty spots where I want them. That's easier for me than to just start with a completely blank canvas. I don't know,
Right.
what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Some people have a little more of a time, and some it just comes to you. I mean, Taylor Swift was famous for doing a song on a napkin in about 10 minutes in a restaurant or something, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah, you're right. She was.
So,
I forgot about that.
and I've heard all the time that some of the best songs are done within an hour or less, as far as the writing part. Now, they're not fully done completely because, you got to put the melody and everything else together. Now, let me ask you this, too. Do you kind of, use Zach in that way, since he's a musician, and say, hey, I've got a great idea for a song. What do you think about this? And he kind of maybe helps you out with the melody, or does somebody else do that, too?
Oh yeah, well me and Zach, we're real good buddies, because we sing, we perform together all the time, so we have a great bond,
Yep.
and we'll just sit down and we'll just ask each other stuff like that all the time, or he'll send me a sample of something he made, or vice versa, and we'll just talk about it, how we feel about something, or how we don't like something,
I love it. Sounds like you might be the Carrie Underwood to his Brad Paisley, and they did pretty well together at the CMA Awards for 10 years hosting, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I love watching them. I spent 20 years in Southeast Oklahoma, where Carrie Underwood's from, and that 90s country is what got me into country radio. And I've actually been to Carrie Underwood's house in Chakota, Oklahoma, her mom's house, actually. It was back in the day. We were selling insurance, and we wanted to go knock on her door, at least to just meet her. She didn't buy our little $18 policy, but we got to meet Carrie Underwood's mom. And boy, I'll tell you what, can you believe that she won American Idol in 2005? It's been 21 years ago.
Golly. That was before I was born.
Before you were born, isn't that something?
Oh my gosh.
And I hear that all the time about artists like Patsy Cline and some of these greats that we lost way too soon, but the impact that they made, we still talk about them to this day, right?
Yes, I literally sing, I sing a song by Patsy Cline. I'm trying to remember what it is.
Well, I bet you do it justice.
I try my best.
Absolutely.
But I love her.
Yep. And so that's what your goal is in the world of country music, isn't it? To leave that kind of a mark, with some of the songs that you make, because, it wouldn't be bad if we're still talking about it 25, 30 years from now, huh?
Oh no, that'd be great.
Yep. Well,
all of my songs, each of them, I want to leave a different impact with each of them,
right.
To the person who hears it,
Yep. I'm looking at a lot of great venues that you've performed at or are yet to perform at. Have you had one that's just like, man, if they ever call me, I'm going back there again? And some of them you are going back to, a few times. Because of what? The food, the fun, the atmosphere, whatever it is about that venue? Is there some that just really stand out to you?
Yeah, honestly, my like biggest thing about a venue is probably the atmosphere. Like the atmosphere of the place, like let me give you an example of one of the places I play. Like Creekside in a place called Taylorsville.
Yep, Creekside Vineyard. I'm looking at it.
Creekside Venue. Their atmosphere is always just like so amazing. The staff is always like the bartenders. They're always so sweet and everything, and everyone's just always so nice there.
Yep, that's
like,
awesome.
Those kind of atmospheres. That's what I mean.
How about Pappy's Pizza that you did on May the 8th? Is that good pizza?
Oh my gosh, yes. Their pizza was so good.
I'm just throwing it out there. I haven't had it.
Their pizza was so good.
I don't know that I've had a bad pizza, but it must be a good place if you're playing a pizza joint, right?
No, heck yeah.
That's awesome. So that brings up this question. Do you like to cook? And if so, what do you like to cook?
I do like to cook. I'm more of a baker, I will say.
Ooh.
I like baking more.
Now,
but
you know, the first thing your website gave me when I logged on to it was cookies.
Really? That's my favorite thing to do.
It asked me if I would accept the cookies, and I did. I never turn a cookie down.
I'll never turn a cookie down. Yeah, but when I do cook, my favorite thing to cook is probably chicken Alfredo.
Ooh, now you're talking. I love Italian food. Chicken Alfredo, that's good stuff.
Yeah, you can never do wrong with chicken Alfredo.
Right. I was doing my show in Branson behind the Olive Garden for a while on Saturdays at the venue that used to be the old Mel Tillis Theater. It's been a car museum. Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard shared that theater back in the 90s. It's an iconic theater, but on the top of that hill, they've got an Olive Garden, and we would go eat at the Olive Garden and get some of that chicken Alfredo that you're talking about and those endless salad bowls and all of that and get our bellies full and go down there, and I'd do my radio show, and then we'd watch the other show inside the theater, and boy, that's always a good time.
Dang, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, we got to get you to Branson one of these days.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah, if you've never been, they call this little town of 10,000 the live show capital of the world because there's so many theaters here, and there's a lot of other fun stuff to do. We've got an iconic theme park called Silver Dollar City you'd absolutely love. If you love that old-timey stuff, I mean, they still do blacksmithing and all that kind of thing, wood carving, lots of roller coasters. It's fun.
Oh, that actually seems awesome.
Yep. Now, growing up, did you always grow up around music? Were your parents musically inclined too? Did any of them play or sing or anything?
Honestly, no. Like, I really never grew up around music. Like, I never did chorus or anything like that. Well, okay, I take that back. In elementary school, I did chorus. But that was elementary school chorus, you know. Like,
right. Yeah, I did that too, and we all had to get up on the bleachers and sing our parts and everything. And my grandson actually did that. You know, he was in the second grade last year and did his first one, so we had to go to that, and I got to film it, and they got to play dress up, you know, and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, it was fun when I did it, so yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so.
Well, yeah, that's awesome. But you've got that talent, that is for sure, and a voice that the world needs to hear in the world of country music. Now, your first song we're going to play tonight is your latest single out to radio, and I get a lot of interesting titles in my email when I get a song, and some of them are just a one-word title. This one's simply called Blame. So tell us the story behind it, and we'll play it for the folks.
Okay, basically, y'all, Blame is a breakup song that I wrote because I wanted to, like, you know, jump on the, like, little breakup song, you know, trend at the time.
Right.
And I can't say all that's true and not true in it because my dad will listen to this podcast. So, you know, it's just a breakup song. And it's honestly, like, the catch of it is a line that goes, "How am I the one you blame?"
Right.
So it's like that kind of speaks for the song, but I'm gonna let them hear it and, you know.
Okay. Awesome.
See if they like it.
Now, been doing music a couple of years. Were you in public school when you was doing this? Because the reason I asked that is what your classmates might have thought of you getting radio airplay and things like that.
Yeah, I've gone to public school like the whole time I've been producing music and singing and everything.
Uh-huh.
And my classmates, I mean, they've always been very supportive of like the stuff that I'm doing. Like some of them will be funny about it, and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, she's famous!" Like, you know, they'll like joke around and stuff. But
yep.
I've never gotten like made fun of at my high school or anything. Which my high school is literally like the best high school ever that I went to. It's Paulding County High School, and I don't know. I had a great experience at that high school.
That's awesome. Have you graduated from high school then yet? Or?
I have, yes.
Okay.
I just graduated.
Are there any plans to do something college-wise and maybe further a music career?
As of right now, I'm gonna like keep doing music and everything throughout college, but for my first semester, I'm going under business management.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna do like the regular core classes and everything.
Okay. Well, you know, when they put business behind music, then it totally changes everything, doesn't it? It is a business at that point, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
But you're doing quite well. You got a lot of gigs booked, and you know, I want to say this about your father. The last time we did our interview, me and him actually talked a little bit on the phone, and it is such a great thing to have your parents and those family members behind you 150% when you're trying to do this, isn't it?
Yeah, it is awesome. My dad has done so much for me. Yeah. Like, I would not be like this far. Like, I would not even be on this interview with you if it wasn't for my father.
Right. Wouldn't be on this planet either, would you?
Yeah.
So there's that.
You're true.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to play Blame by Isabella Hartline. We're going to come back and talk about Country Girl Thing and Daddy's Money. Oh, he got money now. All right. When we continue on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
Sweet talk, just candy-coated lies, and your blank stares ain't no disguise. You had me thinking I was hard to love, but really it was you that wasn't enough. You wore the smile like you meant to stay, but you forever got up and walked away. And like a fool I stayed around when I shouldn't. Tried leaving but I couldn't. Took some time but now I've learned you ain't worth me getting burned. It's hard to shake these memories, 'cause I'm holding on to what's left of me. Only one question remains: how am I the one you blame? Here's your chance to be a man, 'cause I've taken all I
Once again, her name is Isabella Hartline. That is called Blame, and what a fantastic song. You're doing quite well already with that brand new single, but we're going to keep that on the radio for you. And tonight, you're getting it put out to 13 radio stations total, including mine, around the world. How's that?
Heck yeah, sounds great.
There you go. You know, Taylor Swift knows it because she plays all over the world, but you probably have realized it too, that country music specifically is universal, and, you know, they love it in all these other countries, don't they?
Yeah, well, I hope they love mine.
Yes. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, and you probably are seeing a lot of different places where people are streaming your songs and where the listeners are coming from, and it kind of maybe blows your mind a little bit, huh?
It does, honestly. I remember I was looking at my like chart thing, that you're talking about with my dad, and I was like, what? I was like, I think I had people listening to me in, like, I want to say Turkey, but I think...
I'm sure.
I'm not sure, but it might have been Turkey, and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Hey, you're talking to a turkey right now, you know that?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, we're having a good time. Absolutely. Now, you were telling me you're one of about 4 siblings, so you've got, what, all sisters in your family?
All sisters, all girls.
Any of them do anything music-wise, or do they sing too?
One of my older sisters used to, but I'm not really sure if she does anymore. But she used to do like karaoke and stuff like that.
Okay.
So she was singing and stuff. But I don't think any of my other sisters really ever did anything music.
Okay, well you have taken it to the next level for sure, and like I said, you got a full schedule, and we'll talk about your social media and where folks can find you, and maybe go see you in a live show. And I'll tell you what, when folks come back and you see some of the same people, isn't it cool when they know your original music and they request it, they sing along, they know the words, that kind of thing? That's really cool.
Oh my gosh, it's like one of my favorite things because I don't know. It just warms my heart, honestly.
Yep.
Like, if one of my friends come to see one of my shows and they start singing my original with me,
Yep.
I don't know, it just makes me happy.
I bet you have met a lot of young girls too, your age or even younger, that say, hey, I want to do what you're doing. I commend you for that, for putting yourself out there or whatever. I want to do that one day. I want to be like you. They probably told you that, haven't they? Somebody.
Well, honestly, it's more of like their parents will come up to me and they'll be like, oh my gosh, like she's scared to say anything to you, but you know, she sings and she does all this, and I see way more of that happening.
I got
and I'm like, and then I'll go up and talk to them. I'll be like, hey, like, you sing? You want to come sing a song with me up here? Like,
that's awesome.
come on. You know?
Now, did you go through the stage fright period of where, hey, I don't know if I want to get in front of this many people or whatever, you know, and had to get over that, or what?
I'm not gonna lie, I did pretty bad. But it was more of like, my stage fright, it just made me so nervous to where I would just forget words, and I would stumble over my words, because I already have a problem with that, because I think I think faster than I talk.
Yeah.
Either way, you know. But I would just stumble my words when I was singing, and I remember there was like a time where I didn't perform the song Jolene for like 3 or 4 years straight.
Oh wow!
Because of the fact that every time I would get on stage and sing it, I would mess up all the words, and I would flip them around and put the verses where the choruses should be. It was just bad.
Wow.
But yeah, and one time I messed up the Jolene song on karaoke.
Wow. Okay.
On karaoke.
And it gives you the words, right?
I know, yes, it gives you the words. The whole room saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh.
You know, I've
I'm
done that live on
dying.
the radio too, girl, so it just happens to all of us. I'll be looking at an artist's name or a title of a song and I still can't pronounce it. I'm looking at it on the screen sometimes. But, you know, and your name, Isabella, your first name, that's a beautiful name too. And so your parents did good in naming you. They picked out a really beautiful name.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Let's talk about your other two songs, Country Girl Thing and then Daddy's Money. What's these two about?
Okay, Country Girl Thing is just, it was just like a little fun song that I wrote kind of about my childhood a little bit and how I grew up, like where I grew up, really, because you know, it's called Country Girl Thing, and I grew up in a small town in Georgia, you know, like, everybody knows everyone,
Yep.
like, all the neighbors are friends with all their neighbors, like, just that kind of thing, but that kind of, like, summer fun vibe to it, you know?
Okay, awesome. I love that. And Daddy's Money, tell us about this one.
Okay, now Daddy's Money is a little more sentimental because I wrote this song pretty much about how, you know how earlier you were saying how it's really great to have these people in your family, in your life supporting you and everything through stuff. And I know it's called Daddy's Money, so it is kind of funny, but it's a song I wrote kind of like dedicated to him because of all that he's like done for me.
Right.
Like he's done so much for me in my life. I don't want to talk about it too much because I'm gonna start crying.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna start crying,
it
but
costs.
I love my dad.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. It costs a little bit to go in the recording studio, so if he helps you out there, that's a good thing too, huh?
Yeah, no, he definitely does.
Where did you go to record these songs that we're playing tonight?
Oh my goodness. I know, okay, Country Girl Thing, I'm pretty sure it was it was recorded at either Bluebird or Starstruck.
Okay, awesome.
And Daddy's Money, I don't remember where exactly it was recorded, but I know that,
you go to Nashville, right, to record these?
Oh, yeah, these were both recorded in Nashville.
Yeah, I've heard Starstruck several times asking that question. So, you know, isn't that neat, too, how iconic Music Row is there in Nashville? They look like old two-story homes or something, and you go inside, but, man, they got all the controls and all the equipment, and that's where the magic happens, isn't it?
Yeah, that's where the fun happens.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I tell you what, we need to get back there. I haven't been to Nashville in a long time, so you know, it is definitely Music City, and so much great, not only just country music, but all kinds of music comes out of Nashville, and you hear it up and down Broadway. You know, people got open guitar cases, and you know, and country music coming out of those bars and venues now, and there's a bunch of new ones since I've been there with all these new and up and coming artists opening up bars and stuff like that. Yeah, I was telling you about hanging out at the Wild Horse Saloon. Now Luke Combs has that one, so you know, it's a lot of changes, but it's sure a fun place to be. Makes you really appreciate what you're doing, and you keep wanting to do it when you go to Nashville a time or two, right?
Yeah, definitely. I love Nashville. Like, my dad, he'll complain about it because, like, the traffic and because there's too many people, but I'm like, this is literally where I need to be. Like, every time I go there, I love it so much. And like you were saying, it is so crazy how you'll literally just walk down the strip and hear, like, you could go from hearing blues to rock, like, 10 steps away. And you're
I know,
like, what
right?
just happened?
Yep.
Like, it's so crazy.
Well, young lady, it's been fun having you on. Keep doing your thing in the world of country music, and we'll keep listening. Now, where can folks find Isabella Hartline if they want to check out more?
Y'all can find me literally anywhere by just searching up my website, IsabellaHeartline.com. And it links all of my stuff, all of my show dates, everything I got going on there.
Yep.
So go to my website, y'all.
Awesome. I saw you're on Instagram. You've got a TikTok as well, and you got YouTube. So go like and subscribe to all of that, and tell her you heard this interview right here on the Tim Kelly Show, too. It's been fun having you on. Thanks for the time.
Thank you so much for having me, Tim. It was great.
You're welcome. We're going to play Country Girl Thing and Daddy's Money coming up next on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on this Triple Play Thursday.
All it takes is one look to see that I ain't from no big city. I can settle up, so I'll see you later. Four-wheel jobs and mud tires, cooking s'mores by the bonfire. I know all my neighbors, no one's a stranger. Ain't no skyscrapers, but we got lots of acres. Cut off blue jeans with cowboy boots, getting in touch with my southern roots. Talk a little slower, might not sound like you do. Born and raised on that Georgia clay, where we fly on glory every day. I'm proud of where I'm from, God bless the USA. And if you don't understand, it's okay, it's just a country girl thing. I'm as sweet as the peaches we got down here, but boy, you can bet I can still shoot a deer with one shot, one pull of a trigger. If you got a tractor, mine bigger. Cut off blue jeans with cowboy boots, getting in touch with my southern roots. Talk a little slower, might not sound like you do. Born and raised on that Georgia clay, where we fly on glory every day. I'm proud of where I'm from, God bless the USA. And if you don't understand, it's okay, it's just a country girl thing. Best believe I'm a hometown star at that karaoke bar. Cut off blue jeans with cowboy boots, getting in touch with my southern roots. Talk a little slower, might not sound like you do. Born and raised on that Georgia clay, where we fly on glory every day. I'm proud of where I'm from, God bless the USA. And if you don't understand, it's okay, it's just a country girl thing. 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 It's
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Cut-offs riding high, tanks on E, chasing the night with nowhere to be, cranking Ellen, Megan, singing alone, trying to find myself in every song. Windows down, this small town stare, feeling wild in the midnight air. Call me reckless, I call it free. This little life that evolved from me is both maybe happy, dang right. Living on borrowed cash and Friday nights, burning through money says slow down, you're running out of grace. Preacher shakes his head when he sees my face. They say it's a phase that'll fade in time, but I'm writing my name in the county line. Midnight kisses, mistakes all keep. Got dreams too big for this town to sleep. Call me reckless, I call it free. This little life that evolved from me is bold, made me happy, dang right. Living on borrowed cash and Friday nights, burning through money like the world's on sale. Not looking back, yeah, I'm giving it hell. Got a rebel side that's sweet as honey, chasing dreams on daddy's money. Restless nights and faded lines, living fast, breaking all the signs. No regrets, just lessons learned, fueling fires that always burn. Call me reckless, I call it free. This little life that he bought from me is bold, maybe happy, ain't right. Living on borrowed cash and Friday nights, burning through money like the world's on sale. Not looking back, yeah, I'm giving it hell. Got a rebel side that's sweet as honey, chasing dreams on daddy's money. Daddy's money.
Her name is Isabella Hartline. That is called Daddy's Money. What a great song and what a great story behind it, too. Keep spending Daddy's money making more of that great music. All right, young lady? Isabella Hartline Music is where you can find her all over social media. And during that interview, she's been hanging out with us over here on TikTok at Tim Kelly On Air. If she's still in there, come and follow Isabella Hartline Music on TikTok and tell her you heard that interview tonight on The Tim Kelly Show. Our second one after the live show is over, that will end up in the Tim Kelly Show interview archives. That is at the top of the homepage at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Welcome to the third hour of the program. I've got more triple plays on the way and more great country music straight ahead in hour number 3. Toby Zig, it is Z-I-G, and his first of 3 is called Land of the Free on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Saying what I ought to do. Get in line, you're on my time, but I don't answer to you. I ain't no puppet, I ain't playing their game. I was born with some nerve, ain't living no shame. So don't tell me how to live, don't tell me what's right. I'll raise my own glass on that stage tonight. Well, pardon the hell out of me. Might not be for everyone, but this is the land of the free. Chasing after dollars, bowing to the crowd, but I'd rather play my fiddle and let it rock the crowd. Ain't nobody happy trying to walk a straight line when your heart's beating outlaw. Outlaws ain't hard to find. So don't tell me how to live, don't tell me what's right. I'll raise my own glass on that stage tonight. If it don't please you, well, pardon the hell out of me. Might not be for everyone, This is the land of the free. Yeah, the land of the free.
Number 2.
She came in wearing midnight silence, leather boots and a storm in her stare. Every man in that bar went quiet, like the devil herself just walked in there. She's got whiskey eyes, dark and mean, cuts right to your soul where the blood can't be seen. Lord, I know that look, it ain't wise, but I'm drowning deep in those whiskey eyes. The perfume mixed with smoke and danger, steel guitar cried a lonesome hymn. She ain't no friend, she's a shadowed stranger, but I'd sell my soul just to dance with sin. She's got whiskey eyes, dark and mean, cuts right to your soul where the blood can't be seen. Lord, I know that look, it ain't wise, but I'm drowning deep in those whiskey eyes. She don't stay, she just lingers like the burn on a cigarette draw. You can hold her with your fingers, but she'll slip through before the night is gone. She got whiskey eyes, dark and mean, cuts right to your soul where the blood can't be seen. Lord, I know that look, it ain't wise, but I'm dying fool for those whiskey eyes. I'll die fool for those whiskey eyes.
That is the second song in the triple play for Toby Zig. It is Z-I-G. Go check out Toby Zig. He is fantastic, and that is called Whiskey Eyes. Before that, another great tune called Land of the Free. And the third song in the three is called I'm Bad, Mr. Toby Zig. On the Tim Kelly Show from KICR, Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
I know a girl who's a looking good. I've got her in my sights. If she'll come and dance with me, you know I'll treat her right. She's dressed to kill. She's a looking fine in those tight blue jeans. She came alone, but not for long. You know talk of this old town, lighting up the room. So bartender, keep 'em coming, we ain't slowing down anytime soon. 'Cause I'm bad, oh I'm bad. Yeah, I'm bad, Lord, I'm
This hour of The Tim Kelly Show is sponsored by Matthew Child Music. Check out Matthew Child Music on the Sponsors tab at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com and at MatthewChildMusic.com.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is today's country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
There's just something about those Wrangler jeans when they mingle with the Casey boots. The southern twang when the jukebox sings gets me in the honky-tonk mood. I got a thing for cowboys. I like a farmer's tan. Give me a cab rope and son of a gun in a Stetson hat. Yeah, a four-wheel Chevy driving country singing bull riding fella is my fantasy. I got a thing for cowboys and they got a thing for me. You know I love to watch them wiggle when they're out on that sawdust floor, shaking their stuff to some Brooks and Dunn. That's what I'm living for. I got a thing for cowboys. I like their boots and chaps. Give me a cab rope and son of a gun in a Stetson hat. Yeah, a four-wheel Chevy driving country singing bull riding fella is my fantasy. I got a thing for cowboys and they got a thing for me. Yeah, they do. I got a thing for cowboys. They're all American men. Give me a cab rope and son of a gun in a Stetson hat. Yeah, a four-wheel Chevy driving country singing bull riding fella is my fantasy. I got a thing for cowboys and they got a thing for me. I got a thing for cowboys and they got a thing for me. There's just something about 'em. Let's go, cowboy.
Number 2.
You asked if I wanted to go a little party up the road. I had to find a dress and shoes to play the part. And right when I arrived, there were vultures by my side. You let them feast away, and now I realize I'm not your barfly, Barbie. You can't control me. This pretty face has had all she can take. Go on and strut around, try to tear me down. Your so-called wannabe
'cause you damn sure made a fool out of me. Those kings and queens decide who dances in your life. This fairy tale dream, hell no, it ain't me. I'm not your barfly Barbie. You can't control me. This pretty face has had all she can take. Go on and strut around, try to tear me down. You so-called wannabe. I'm damn sure not your barfly Barbie. I'm not your barfly Barbie. You can't control me. This pretty face has had all she can take. Go on and strut around, try to tear me down. You so-called wannabe. I'm damn sure not your barfly Barbie. I'm damn sure not your barfly Barbie. Your barfly Barbie.
She is making her radio debut tonight on the Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday. Her name is Emma Forget. It is Forgette. There you go. Don't forget, all right? That is called Barfly Barbie. And then before that, I Got a Thing for Cowboys. Emma Forget. Awesome, awesome music. Emma Forget and featuring Conrad Markham on this next song, a great duet called Shallow on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for a change. And in the bad times I fear myself.
Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself. I'm on the deep end, watch as I dive in. I'll never make the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow. In the shallow. In the shallow, we're far from the shallow now.
and soul. Hit that groove, let your work day go. It's the Tim Kelly Show. Triple Play Thursday. Hey! 3 songs in a row. The best new indie country right here on the Tim Kelly Show. Triple Play Thursday. Woo! Turn it up, let it roll. 3 in a row, you already know. It's the Tim Kelly Show.
I could strum this old guitar till my fingers hurt. Sing about all the scars left by her. I could try to write a song about loved ones that are gone. I could wonder why my life is such a blur, or just go to church. I could call into work when I'm feeling down. I could make it all worse with a bottle of Crown. I could throw away my phone or break every little thing I own. I could try to drive from here to Fort Worth, just go to church. I could try to smoke until I can't breathe. Spend my last dime on a bag of weed. I could waste all my time looking for another life. I could fight everyone I know while I search, or just go to church. I've been there and done that. I've lost everything I had, and I didn't even have a choice. You can have the house and my car, take away every dream-filled star, but why'd you have to steal my little boy? I could stand in the rain and wash all the pain away, and try to let it go when I'm not sure. I could just go to church. Yeah, just go to church.
Song number 2.
Candy canes hung on a string, lots of presents, they could be anything. Little white lights, they're twinkling all around that big old tree. Kisses under mistletoe, children swimming in bowls, the cookies bake while the family sings, all around that big old tree. shelf and gingerbread men. All the stockings are filled to the brim. The kitties are curled asleep all around that big old tree. Music plays out loud. Christmas, we want it right now. We all wonder what Santa will bring all around that big old tree. All around that big old tree. All around that big old tree. Merry Christmas.
How about a little Christmas in July? I figured, why not? That's a great song. That Big Old Tree, Gary Grant Chamberlain. And before that, Just Go to Church. And I'll tell you what, the reason I played that Big Old Tree in July is because I have a Christmas channel on my radio program and on my radio station's website, that is. It is KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. You can scroll down and click on the KICR Christmas Country Christmas Radio channel, and also ICTV. That is Indie Country Television. And you can watch some great Christmas videos and great Christmas programming. The Andy Williams Christmas specials. Andy Williams was here in Branson for 19 years. I got some of those on there. You can watch movies like It's a Wonderful Life and Miracle on 34th Street. And those are playing year-round on KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. Go check them out. They're fantastic. Roots is the third single in the triple play for Gary Grant Chamberlain on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR. Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Baby, I lose my mind every time I'm having to find the other woman in you. And I swear that's the dang truth. Sometimes I don't know what I'm thinking, don't care what I'm drinking. Honey, I'm getting back to my roots. Baby, you got that body, and you got that game, and you know how to party. But I didn't fall in love with that woman in you, and I swear that's the damn truth. Sometimes I don't know what you're thinking, don't care what you're drinking. Honey, I'm getting back to my roots. Baby, we hurt each other, and we'll never be the same. We lost our color, and I blame that other woman in you. And I swear that's the goddamn truth. Sometimes I don't know what we're thinking, don't care what we're drinking. Honey, I'm getting back to my roots. This time I know what I'm thinking, still don't care what I'm drinking. No, I ain't coming back to you. I'm getting back to my roots.
This is Troy Cross, and you're listening to The Tim Kelly Show's Triple Play Thursday, live from Branson, Missouri on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's best.
I was in high school, I was gonna get married to the perfect guy. When he became homecoming king, he told me goodbye. That's the story of my life, 'cause I didn't become the queen. Just because you got a ring don't make it a sure thing. Yeah, I'm a lonely girl in the middle of a dry spell. Every boy come knocking gonna put me through hell. Mama always said don't ever say never. Every boy says he'll love you forever. Because you got a ring don't make it a short thing. I was on the treadmill dripping wet. He was lifting weights. He took my heart and we went on a whole lot of dates. And he became a girl. Well, that changed everything. Just because you got a ring don't make it a short thing. Yeah, I'm a lonely girl in the middle of a dry spell. Every boy come knocking gonna put me through hell. Mama always said don't ever say never. Every boy says he'll love you forever. Because you got a ring don't make it a short thing. Well, he already had 2 kids, but that wasn't enough. He wanted one more, so we got hitched on a trip to Vegas. And just like that, he changed his mind. We were just a flame. Just because you got a ring don't make it a short thing. Yeah, I'm a lonely girl in the middle of a dry spell. Every boy come knocking gonna put me through hell. Mama always said don't ever say never. Every boy says he'll love you forever. Because you got a ring don't make it a short thing. Yeah, don't make it a short thing. Yeah.
Song number 2.
He was a man of his word. He knew more than I did. I should have known it wouldn't last. It was too good, too fast. The cowboys don't love, they only leave dust. Riding on in the sunset. When will I ever learn? When will I ever change? Quit chasing these tumbleweeds out on the range. They just keep on rolling with nowhere to end, to never return. When will I ever learn? You said you're one of the good ones, and God don't make too many. So I just felt like I always fall, and that was it, and that was all. The good times turned bad, the happy turned sad. I guess I knew that you would leave all alone. When will I ever if he came back, I'd do it all again. When will I ever learn? When will I ever change? Quit chasing these tumbleweeds out on the range. They just keep on rolling and going to never return. No, they never return. When will I ever learn?
Her name is Lori Lace. That is Laurie. Lori Lace Music on social media. That is called When Will I Ever Learn? And before that, another great tune called A Sure Thing. One more from Lori Lace. It is called Too Broke to Care. That's a sure thing right there. On the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Said I missed my shot, I'm past my prime. That stage ain't waiting on borrowed time. I ain't got a label, I ain't got a dime, but I got a fire that won't quit inside. I've been told, know 1,000 ways, but I still wake up with songs to play. Too broke to care, and I got a voice and I ain't scared. These songs are my truth, my blood, my fight, and I'll sing them loud till they see the light. You can keep your rules and your knee off the road. I carve my name with a microphone. Every barroom stage I paid my dues, writing my pain in 3-chord blues. They say this business ain't got room for me, but I'll kick down doors until the world believes. I didn't come this far to fade away. I still got something left to say. Don't die, 'cause the world rolls on, and you don't need gold to write a good song. I'll play them raw, I'll play them real, 'cause country's how the heartache feels. Too old for Nashville, but too broke to care, and I've got a voice and I ain't scared. These songs are my truth, my blood, my fight, and I'll sing them
Once again, her name is Laurie Lace. That is called Too Broke to Care. That's going to do it for this week's edition of Triple Play Thursday. I want to thank my special guests, Gary West and Isabella Hartline, for joining me on the program tonight. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock Central Time, join me for New Music Friday. I'll be playing the best in new country music in a full 3-hour show, and I've got some great talented females tomorrow night on the program that I will be interviewing. Tracy Boudreau and Willa Hall will join me on the program. You'll get to hear the stories behind their songs and lots of great new country music on New Music Friday. The Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like the Tim Kelly Show on social media, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn me on and turn it up. Let me make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on. I'll see you on the